All right, this is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 132, I think. I don't know if this is 31 or 32. It's been a while. I took a little bit of a hiatus off the podcast over the last month or so, strictly just because a lot of people weren't showing up the way they're supposed to. But I also did put out a little short clip a couple days ago in regards to my Thunder being 4-0. That is not the case. We are currently 2-2 with the Pacers. I thought it was going to be a sweep. It's clearly not been that. So all the people kicking my back in, talking about Halliburton, whooping our ass, you got it. But I think we're still going to win in 7. So the Thunder in 7. But I do have a very special guest in the building. Her name is Genesis. She's a little nervous, but we're gonna have really some really good conversation, in my opinion. Genesis, we went to the same high school, right? Mm-hmm. So I've been trying to get as many Pflugerville people as I possibly can on the podcast because a lot of people from Pflugerville tend to gravitate to saying they're from Austin. Mm-hmm. And that's not the truth. It's never the truth. They're not from Austin. They're from Pflugerville, and a lot of people don't rep Pflugerville the way they should. So I've been trying my absolute best to get as many people on the podcast that are from Pflugerville or went to Pflugerville High School at least, right? At least you did 4 years. But I will give you a couple minutes to talk about yourself. I know you don't want to, but I do want to know a little bit about you in regards to your upbringing, where you're from. So are you actually from Pflugerville?
Yes. I went to Pflugerville, Windermere Elementary.
Windermere.
Pecan Springs Elementary.
I don't know what that is.
Back to Windermere Elementary. And Pflugerville Middle School and Pflugerville High School all 4 years. So, yes.
Okay, so you're actually from Pflugerville. What is your favorite place to eat in Pflugerville?
Oh, man.
If you had to choose. And I know Mama Jack's is out of here. You know, rest in peace to Mama Jack's. It was the goated restaurant. Although they did have a really, really bad bug problem. But it felt like the bugs were a part of the experience. Like, if you didn't go there and there weren't bugs, you'd probably be like, what's going on here? Like, is it going to taste the same? Like... And you know what's funny? Before you go, me and Robin went to a place called the Sign Bar. It's like out there. It's like far south. Or no, maybe southeast, by like Circle of Americas area, and they have the Mama Jack's sign there. Oh wow! The actual sign from Mama Jack's is there, and I was like, oh shit, that's an old ass sign. Now it's a Venezuelan restaurant.
20 years later.
But food wise, where would you go? Like if someone was coming into town to Pflugerville and they're like, Genesis, where the hell should I go eat?
Back in the day, I was all about Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
Mr. Gatti's.
That was my go-to. I used to work there twice.
It's still open, right?
Yeah, it's still open.
Is that the one off of Grand Ave?
Grand Avenue. Yep.
All right. Why do I know Pflugerville geography like that? I'm fired.
From Pflugerville too.
Mr. Pflugerville is what they should say. Right? They got to check in when they build new buildings out here. We can kind of just get into it. Again, this is probably the first episode of the pod that I've done in like a month. But again, it's just been one of those scenarios where like every single time we set something up, it just doesn't go through, and you got to still keep going. Like you still got to keep planning stuff and having those conversations. But we're back. I don't know if there's going to be an episode next week, but hopefully there will be. I think there will be. Maybe not. Maybe who knows? But one of the topics that I sent over to you to kind of like mural. What's the word? The word is. I don't know the word. Whatever the word I'm saying, y'all know it, so y'all can figure that out. Stew, whatever. Straw. Stew straw. We'll talk about straw in a minute.
The last straw.
Yeah, let's get into straw. Can Tyler Perry make a movie that like don't have black chicks down bad? Like,
I mean, yes and no. He won't get no money.
I can't. Right? That's crazy that he wouldn't make money making like positive like move. Like the guys are usually always up in his movies for sure.
Yeah, always.
But we're going to talk about Straw. Right? Straw is the newest movie that came out on Netflix from Tyler Perry, starring Taraji P. Henson. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. If you guys don't have a Netflix account, I'm sorry, I'm not here to unspoil or not spoil. But moral of the story is get a direct deposit.
Direct deposit.
Get direct deposit wherever you are. Get a pay card, get direct deposit, because that could save you a lot of stress.
I can never forget. It was a lot going on.
It was her last chance.
It was her last check.
Her
last check, right? But like, I feel
he did
like
that on purpose. He could have just handed it to her. And then, like, my thing is, okay, so when they was in the bank, right, and the man ran up on her when she had the gun, did he snatch money off the counter and then ran outside and got on the news? Like, did anybody catch that?
I don't know if I was paying that much attention.
Watch that again. Clock it.
We gotta rewatch it.
It might, because what was the point of him running up on her? Like, the door was that way. You was right there. You was 2 feet behind you. You ran up to go. Okay.
Oh, so like maybe there's a bank robbery in progress when she was in the middle of the shit, or
he was in line, standing in line, waiting to get his check cashed, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna just run out and get the money and go."
I mean, they do say like in tragedies, it's probably the best time to rob. Or still, you know, like when like a fire truck or like ambulance is going 1,000 miles an hour, you just kind of follow it.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna get pulled over.
No.
Think you're part of the convoy. I think Straw was it's an actually good movie.
Yeah.
I think like I'm a big person with twists and turns and things like that. Like the ending, how it ended, I was like, that's kind of fire.
If you didn't cry, I mean, you're
cried.
a Tessa. Okay?
Your boy cried.
You're a Tessa if you didn't cry. I'm just want that girl there, baby.
Your boy cried a little bit. I definitely cried a little bit. That was a really but it's a sad like instance because I know people are going through that in real time. So I know watching that for them was like, oh shit.
It triggered a few things for me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It did. I admit it. Okay. But I mean, overall, it really captured a lot of moments that people really go through. Like, yeah. I mean, even me personally, like when you're so used to doing something and then, you know, things change and then you're just caught in the moment. Yeah. I mean, life happens. Life is life-ing, okay?
Yeah, facts. Every day, every year, nonstop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a really, it's a good movie. So if y'all haven't seen Straw, y'all go check it out. But I'm pretty sure you have. But the memes have been hilarious. Like, like her face in the memes. Mr. Charles would have took care of that if you would have just. Yeah. But all those different like circumstances happening all at once. That's a thing. Like, yeah, one bad thing can happen, and then at the same time something else can happen. That's why I always like being grateful just to like work as much as I am able to, right? Like just the fact of like working 2 jobs is it's a burden, but it's also like I'm grateful that I have 2 jobs. So if one fails, like I always have something else to fall back onto, or vice versa. A lot of people don't have that opportunity because it just that just wasn't what they needed when they were growing up. So they're not used to having to go through that grind of working fucking every single day. Just to have fun for 1, eat for 2, do things that are outside of the job, you know? So yeah, Straw's a great movie. You guys go check that out. I'm not co-signing the fact that Tyler Perry still to this day can't make a good movie without making women down bad.
Yeah. I agree to that. One day.
What was the movie? We were talking about the movie. It was Acrimony with Taraji as well. Have you seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
What's your opinion? You think she was wrong?
Man, it's been a minute since I'm seen
I'll give you a brief synopsis. So, chick meets dude. They meet in college. She helps fund his projects throughout the next 20 to 30 years. They're married. They've been married for 20, 30 years, but they met in college, and she's literally been funding his inventions that have not worked for 20, 30 years. She gets fed up, divorces him. His project hits a year later, and he becomes a super billion millionaire. And she is done with him, but he comes back to her and is like, hey, here's 10 million. You spent 20 years of your life. I bought your parents' house back that we had to sell to help fund my shit. Here's the money back. She takes the money. She's cool, allegedly, until she's not cool. She ends up going back to dude's crib after they've already divorced and finding out he's marrying somebody else, and everything that he told her he was going to do for her in those 20 to 30 years, she's doing for the new chick.
Sound personal. Better than that.
But she ends up turning out to be a little crazy about that. Like, you promised me this, this, and this. I don't care about the money. This is supposed to be my boat. This is supposed to be my house. This is all this stuff. And basically ends up on the boat with him and his girl and shoots him. Not basically. That's exactly what happened.
That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. That was exactly what happened. In the dress. I remember that. In the wedding dress.
Oh, yeah. She did put the wedding dress on.
She did.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying like they understand. I'm just like, hey, like I understand to an extent, but like crazy is crazy. Like you can't be that crazy, especially 10 million up.
But some people can push you.
Yeah.
Okay, they can push you to that limit, and she was pushed. I can understand that though, personally. Like you do everything for somebody. I mean, yeah, but then he did pay her back. So I mean that
most niggas don't pay bitches back or women back
because I still got a couple of bills. Hello, but it's that's tough. That's tough because you got your money back, but dang. But then you go outside and you got another reminder. Hey, he made it. Like okay, but hey, I'm on the fence on that. I'm on the fence. I don't know. I might be a little crazy. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That's why I'm single. Just a little bit. I got it honest.
All right, so moving away from movie talk, Tyler Perry, who still again can't make a movie that just has black women down bad. He just won't do it.
There's no money coming in for that. Who won't? That's what the people like.
The chicks up, yeah.
Dang. We know that women are great. Happy
Facts.
Father's Day, but I'm sorry, women are great.
You know how many like posts I've heard that have been like vindictive? Like it's like shout out to all the fathers who are instead of just Happy Father's Day to men.
No, there's some men that like creating but don't like doing. Okay, they like having fun in the playhouse, but they don't like going to the store and buying diapers or burping them or doing things. So, shout out to the active fathers. Go ahead, I'm a part of it. Okay. And the mamas. But no, Happy Father's Day. Shout out to fathers though.
Shout out to dads.
Yeah, definitely dads.
All right, so we can talk about life. We briefly hit the surface of life with you, briefly. So I do want to know, and if you want me to go first, I will. But we're halfway through the year. It's 2025, which is a crazy year, right? 2025 is crazy. Like just that number, thinking about in the past or whatever. But like, it's 2025. Has there been any lessons you've learned halfway through the year that you may or not have thought you would learn this year versus the previous years? Is there anything new you've learned with us being in 2025 so far?
Okay, so coming from a 2-parent home, I always took care of my brother. They did their own thing, and I took care of my brother. So learning that he is growing up, I got to take care of myself and learn how to be happy for myself. So learning confidence and not being nervous. I'm working on it, y'all. Here, hello. That is something I'm learning in the process. And then just focusing on me and actually doing what I'm saying I'm going to do. Like if I'm going to lose this weight, I'm going to go ahead and lose this weight. So if y'all want to come outside with me, come outside. We're going back on the hills. That's what I used to do. Y'all know me, Sega Genesis. Shout out to my cousin Pat for the hills. But yeah, like just standing on business, like no more playing games, like loving myself and actually meaning it. I can say it all day long, but actually meaning it is something. So I'm learning that and I'm happy with it. So coming soon.
I'm glad to hear. I think I think there's always like a pivotal point in anyone's life, and there's always going to be multiple of them, right? There's not just going to be like one of those things where you're like, all right, I need to do better. In a lot of situations, it's just like it's going to happen multiple times throughout your life. 2025 has been a really dope year for me in the sense of like what 2024 was and 2023 was. Those were some weird years, but just learning how to take people for what they actually are instead of what I think they are. I think I personally have a really big issue with that and dealing with that. Like thinking my friends are supposed to do things that I think they're supposed to do, and then they don't. And then I'm sitting there like, that's crazy, because if they would have asked me to do the same thing I'm asking them, it wouldn't have even been a question. Like, quick, whatever you need from me, I'm your friend. and learning that friendships don't necessarily work that way, or at least the way I feel like they should. So having the pull back on certain friendships just because I'm like, it seems like every time you actually need someone to be there for you, you hit me. When you want to be outside and turned up, you hit the other people, and you don't hit me. Even though I'm not getting on no fucking boat, but you still be hitting. You communicate consistently with your other friends throughout everything. But when it's something you really, really need someone to come through for, you hit me, and I don't get communicated with outside of that when you need me. So trying to dial back on certain friendships, and just leaving them where they are, and just having them be exactly what they are instead of what I think they should be. And I've been learning that for the last 3 years, and I don't fucking get it. I'm still learning it, but like, for me, that definitely opened my eyes in a lot of different situations. Because again, like friendship, if I call someone a friend, like there's a level of concern I have for them. There's a level of respect I give them. A level of communication I give them. But if they're not doing the same back to you, but they are treating everyone else like an actual friend, but you got to kind of like step away and try to look to do something better. If not better, look to find different groups of friends that are actually on the time you're on. Mm-hmm. Whether those friends miss you or not later down the line, that's not really your concern. And that's been my concern. I've always been like, damn, like what if 3 years from now they really need me and I'm the only friend who actually ever showed up, but they never showed up for me. Like I feel that like that kind of grief and like guilt. And that's what I'm trying to let go and not deal with anymore, essentially, in 2025. So halfway through the year, I'm still going to probably say this shit in 2026, but for sure.
Everybody ain't you. Okay?
Facts.
That is the number one message, because friends come and go, and hey, still some questionable after what they even family, okay? Don't forget family either. Don't count them out, because they do you dirty.
Yeah, facts.
But I mean, as long as you got yourself and communication with, with everything in life, I mean, hey, keep pushing.
Yeah, for sure.
What Medea say? There was a season, whole season.
Facts.
Hey, that was real.
I feel that.
That was a good message thing about Tyler Perry. That's a good part, even though the backstory. That was a good message. All
right, you never answered outside of Mr. Gaddy's. Where are you going food-wise? Because we gotta talk a little food. I love food. That's my shit.
Can we get out of Pflugerville?
Yeah, let's go driving distance. Where would you drive to get some food? If you had, let's say you had unlimited money, where would you go grab some food at?
See, I'm allergic to seafood, so half of the list is got cut down.
Like all seafood, like shellfish,
seafood,
fish.
Can't do it. Can't be around it. Nothing. So I'm more like I went to New York, okay? So I like this pizza. Shout out to Brooklyn. Okay, this pizza, greasy pizza gets me every time. Home Slice is my go-to. Or if I want like to sit down and eat, I don't know. I like cooking at home, so that's kind of hard. Like, I refer people to Catfish Parlor.
Shout out to Catfish.
South Side.
Is that the one off of 183?
There used to be.
There used to be one. Down. Oh, they closed that one?
Yeah, they closed that one down.
Oh,
so
shit.
Ben White.
I haven't been there in a decade. We used to eat there all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's the spot. That's the spot. Or Spring Hill Catfish. Spring Hill Catfish in Pflugerville is pretty good.
I've never eaten there.
It's pretty good. They got a buffet too.
Really?
No, the big girls. Yeah, I'm not. That's hard.
That's kind of fun. Yeah. That's probably one of the only restaurants I'd never eaten at in Pflugerville, in Spring Hill.
It's not all of that, okay? Like, let me just go ahead and say that now, because if I get a message saying, "Hey, Genesis," hey, no, not even never mind. But yeah, just try it.
Do you remember when Mooney's was in Pflugerville?
That was the spot, and they moved to Anderson Mill. Okay.
See, I used to tell Robin like Mooney's, the first Mooney's I ever went to was in Pflugerville, I don't know why they closed.
It was a Mooney's. It was
the soul food restaurant.
Yeah, the soul food. Eden's.
Yep.
Man, it was a good too. That was a good spot.
Shout out to Mooney's. Mm-hmm. Mooney's. I think they closed down the that soul food restaurant in general. I don't think they just moved. I think they just shut it down.
I think the lady passed away.
Oh shit!
Yeah, sorry.
God damn it.
But, yeah.
Pflugerville. Mm-hmm. So, what do you do for fun? Like, what is something that when you're off, or if you ever take off, what do you do for fun?
I'm actually learning.
Learning?
Before I would be with family and stuck on family. Now I'm learning how to love myself. So I am going to start walking downtown on Saturdays and start walking, just going different places. Now I don't know how far I'm going to walk, but y'all need, I'll probably call a Lyft or Uber or something, But I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
So.
No, understandable. What are you? 29?
30.
30.
Ooh, 31 coming soon. Ooh. I need all the Bengay. I'm going to say that right now, okay? I need all the Band-Aids. Man, body arthritis just be... Ooh. If I get up right now, I can make a whole song. Right now. But other than that, I just chill. I go to comedy shows.
Okay. I want to get into that. I like comedy shows. I think I do. I haven't been to one in a very long time.
Man, I'm into Bill Bellamy, D. Ray Davis, Carlos Miller. That's my favorite.
Is it around here? Because I know I think 85 South did something in Cedar Park at the Cedar Park Center. Are they like local spots?
That I give up because they always cancel that. I know. I need my money back still, y'all. If y'all seen this right now, I need my money back. But I'd rather travel. I went to 85 South show in North Carolina.
Okay,
that was dope. It was like COVID, COVID money, COVID check, flu. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But 85 South, definitely got to travel. Don't do it in Austin. Austin, maybe Houston, they might go. Maybe San Antonio, maybe. But yeah, travel.
I want to go to I want to go to like one of those low key ones. I've never been to a low key comedy show. I've only been to those that are like way too big. The last one I went to was many years ago. Many years ago. When was that? Fucking, you were there. We weren't together, but she was there. It was like, shit, 2015. It was in the Frank Ernst Center. It was George Lopez.
That's a classic.
Kings of Comedy. George Lopez, Cedric. What was what's the other guy's name? Passed away. Charlie Murphy. Rest in peace. That was the last one I went to, but I want to go to a low key one, like a really cool, dope one, huh? I'm not sitting in the front because if he coming at me, it's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nice.
Hey, he quick with it.
Nah, nigga, what's up?
Hey, mom, if y'all see it, no, for turn your head. My brother was sitting by me. He say, my brother's 6'6", dark skin dreads. He go, "What up, little Big Nas?" I was like, "Bro, you looked out on what the hell? No." And I've been calling that boy that ever since. Little Big Nas, what up? But he ain't got no sugar though. My brother's straight. Yeah.
No, that's dope. I for sure want to see one, but I don't want to be downtown though. I want to be some low key. I know they have one of those spots in I think it's at the Austin City Limits in the Domain, something like that.
Capitol Comedy Club, Domain, and then there's Moon Theater, on 6th Street, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to 6th Street
ever cool,
again. I hate 6th Street with a passion.
Me too.
I can't understand being over 30 and wanting to go to 6th Street.
Over 25. I was over. That was it. What? Gigi, let's go. No, I don't want to go. Where we gonna park?
Facts.
Who's gonna pay the toll? Cause your car gonna be gone. No. Can we go to Houston, please? I'm trying to. 6th Street. That is over. Y'all have it.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would do on 6th Street. I won't want to go into a bar or a club. I don't want to do any of that.
I know I went last year. Let me not cap because y'all probably did see me. And I was just supervising all the kids. I was just looking dang, what y'all? Dang. Oh no, let me go home.
Now 7th Street, 8th Street, streets before 6, I'm okay with.
What about the other side of 6? Have you been over there?
So I think the furthest actually being down there I've been was like 7th. No, not 7th. 6th, where the Target and Whole Foods is.
Yeah.
That whole gentrified area.
That's pretty cool. I drop off a lot of Uber people over there, and they be getting lit. So.
Yeah. I can't imagine like if Lyft and Uber was like actually like a thing back in the day, how much more lit my nights would have been on 6th Street, because you had to sober up, you had to make sure you was all right to make it back home, drive to Pflugerville. If I had Lyft, I'm out of there. I'm knocked out if I can get someone just to come pick me up off of an app. Yeah. Fuck my car. Great. We're all gonna lift down this motherfucker. We're gonna lift home. The fuck?
Taxi was charging $20 a ride.
Yeah. I don't even know how to get a taxi.
I don't either, but they charge. Hey, they charge. I tell you that. When I go out of town, $25 down the street, and then you see a sign that say free shuttle. Oh, they got me.
Yeah, we gotta leave 6th Street alone, guys. Like I'm so cool on it. I haven't been down there like as a night thing in like over a decade at this point.
Hey, that's a blessing. Hey, that is you need an award. That is awesome.
A reward is crazy. Not attending 6th Street in over X amount of years. The award goes to Calvin Anthony. We're already 30 minutes in. You know that?
And I'm like halfway not nervous. Like, I'm good.
I told you you'd be all right. I told you you'd be all right.
Come back out.
See, and you know what's really cool about it? Like, people's first time is usually, I won't say like the word worse as in like it's a bad time. It's just like once they do it once, everything after that is just like, hey, cool. People walk in here and just go to the bathroom and hang out. Like, I don't just open the door. Just like, oh shit. Like, shout out to Kwana, shout out to the Francis, like the people who have done the pod multiple times. Like, the more you do, I won't say easier it is. It's just like you'll feel a lot more comfortable. You're like, all right, I know what's going to be. And like I was telling you yesterday, I was like, this is going to come out on Tuesday or Monday. Like, this is going to be a quick turnaround. Like, a lot of tags. You're going to see me tagging you in mad shit for like the next week or so. But people really tend to like come here and they think it's going to be something that's not. Like, they think I'm about to just like grill them on like stupid shit. Like all the other podcasts that you see that go viral, like all this woman versus men shit, like that's never been this podcast ever. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care to talk about that stuff. Like I told you, I was like, I don't do politics. I don't do religion. I just want to simply have a conversation. Yeah. Sit down conversation. We can just talk about whatever the fuck you want. A random thing that popped up in my head a couple days ago. Do you believe in dinosaurs? Do you believe they actually existed? Say that one more time. Do you believe in dinosaurs? Do you believe they actually existed, or you think it's propaganda?
Yes and no.
Same. I'm the same fucking way. I do not think
yes.
More yes?
Yeah.
I'm more no. Because I don't even think we've been to the moon for real.
Hold on, you started.
I really don't think we actually been to the moon.
I paid attention in social studies, and I believe half of it was BS. Okay, because why would they come? Like, why? Just why? And who knew? Like, who stayed around to actually know?
Like, ain't no grandpa out there like I for sure saw a dinosaur. But then I see these exotic animals on these random islands. I'm like, that kind of looks like a dinosaur. But like, it don't look as big as like snake. Like, I seen a fucking what was it? What's a fucking type of, not a spider monkey, but like a what was Zabumafu? What was he? He was a lemur. Was he a lemur? Zabumafu?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was a lemur, right? With the circle on his tail. I seen one of them motherfuckers with red eyes on an island. Like, that's just their natural color eyes is red. I'm like, that kind of looks prehistoric. Like, that looks nuts. So I kind of think there was some crazy shit back in the day, but I think people lied about the size of them.
Oh, definitely.
Like, like you see a 10-foot alligator, you're like, oh, that shit's massive. And you're like, all right, cool. And then I think the bones are fake too. I think the museum's got fake bones. I think they're fake.
They probably carved a few.
I think they made up some fucking dinosaurs.
Just a few.
I think they made up dinosaurs. I don't think we ever went to the moon. And I also don't think that new Netflix documentary where that dude, remember that dude who went underwater in the submarine shit with the PS4 controller?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix right now. And like, it's all just saying how dumb he was.
Didn't he die? He never came back.
It allegedly exploded. like in the water, imploded. And he had a controller, like a PlayStation controller, trying to figure out. Like, first thing I get in a capsule, and I see you navigating with a PlayStation controller, and we going in real water for real, and this is not a simulation. I'm getting the fuck out. The fuck?
I mean, that might could be true. I did see on what's that? American Got Talent. It was like these little robots dancing.
I mean, dancing on land, a robot, but like going underwater where the Titanic is with a PS4 controller that could lose Wi-Fi at any point in time. I don't know.
First of all, them souls, they out to get people, okay? Them souls did not deserve to get their lives.
The Titanic? I think the Titanic is fake.
There.
I think the Titanic is fake too. I don't think that's a real boat.
Nah, I think they rested in peace in the water down there, and then they saw people coming and they're like, oh, y'all want to mess with us? We'll show you what you gonna mess with. That's what happened.
You think ghosts can swim?
Oh, for sure. They didn't want to. In the afterlife,
If you can swim, if you can't swim in the, like when you're alive and you're out of there, like you
anything you want. Anything.
has there been any? So let me ask you this. I know I asked you kind of briefly, but like more so, I want to dig into your personal shit, just real quick, because I know you said this. You said this to me on the internet before. You said you got it in a Subway.
Wow.
I don't forget.
That was long.
Because I was like, I think I responded. I was like, I've never been horny in a Subway before.
Yeah.
I've never been like, want a sandwich, but I want to fuck too. You don't have to go into details. I just thought I would be funny to bring up.
I don't even know what to say. How to start?
I played the fifth.
Yeah, I was in another city, and
In a foreign Subway, not even your home Subway.
no, it was one of those. Okay, so look, let's go ahead. I was in Dallas, okay, and in Dallas they have one of those little subways that go in the air and go little orange train, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 4 something in the morning. Let's go for a ride, okay? And I rode the train. And we just gonna leave it like that. That's that. Yeah. He made me a believer. But the skyline is beautiful out there at 4 a.m. Y'all should go see one day. You don't have to pay for the subway either. You just go. Just go. Yeah.
Good times.
Great.
What was there was a I don't remember if we talked about it on the pod before, but like with you being in that industry as far as like ride shares go, like have you seen the automated cars and stuff around?
They need to unplug those, take those back, send them back. They almost hit me 4 times, maybe
Really?
more. They don't know how to drive. They go to Terry Black's instead of driving in a little U-turn. They stop right in traffic. Way more. That's what they're called. They need to go back. The first one went back. They need to go back too. Leave that to me. They taking all my money. They don't know how to drive.
I wonder if do they ask for tips?
I don't know. They shouldn't. Take that back. Don't. And I better not give. Who would you give it to? The gas? Like, it's electric. Like, where's it going?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, like, and not at all. Please just go.
We've seen a couple downtown, like, but they drive like
They fast.
Fast.
They drive fast. They on a mission. Okay, they ain't trying to make their money. Next to me, because I'll be right there behind them trying to catch up. Like, can we race? I got a little Mustang. Well, my little Nissan, but it's a Mustang. Send them back.
I'll keep hitting this shit. Not used to it being right there.
Me either.
I was thinking, so you haven't seen Sinners, right? Because I really want to shit on Sinners.
Tell me, though.
I'm not going to tell you anything about the movie, but in all honesty, it's an okay movie.
It's Michael B. Jordan though. Like,
I think that might be a part of why people think it's a good movie.
no, that is why. It's Michael B. Jordan. Like, have you seen Creed? I still haven't seen Creed, but
Creed. So out of Ryan Coogler's movies, for me, Sinners is barely above Fruitvale Station. So Fruitvale is the worst out of all the movies. Sinners is right above that. But I got all three Creeds above that. I got Black Panther above that. I have Black Panther as his best movie he's ever directed. The second Black Panther is before Creed 3. So the first two Creeds, and then Black Panther Wakanda Forever, then Creed 3, and then Black Panther. But Sinners is definitely on the lower totem pole.
I'm still stuck on Fruitvale. Like, not Oscar. Like, what?
It's a great movie, but like that was his first movie. There's so much more that he could have done with that movie. I want him to do another one of those versus wasting my time with Sinners.
No, because then that'll be another Tyler Perry. Don't do that, Michael. Stick to where you're at.
When you come back, we're gonna talk. You need to watch Sinners so I can shit on it properly.
I will.
'Cause I want to talk to someone who's watched it because they're gonna like say it's such a great movie, man. I have mad reasons why it's not.
I seen 2
She's seen it
hours.
17 times.
No,
She watched it
Sinners?
She watched 17 times in
Is
theaters.
it 2.5 hours long? Because
17 hours, 17 years.
But it was so good.
It's
Okay, I'm
not
gonna
good
watch
enough to watch it 4 times in the movie theater. 5 times if you watched it here too. So 5.
Watched it too, like
I'm not the cinema guy. I could watch it with stick figures and it would have hit me the same. If it was one of those drawings where you like flip the paper really fast and it like the stick figures move, it would have been the same shit.
There's a lot of deeper messages.
Yeah, we don't need deep. Like, it's like no, why do we need deep? It's 2025. It's 2025. There's automated cars. We don't need another cotton fucking picking scene. Why do we have to have a cotton picking scene?
Because it's Jim Crow.
Why do we care about that era anymore? We already know everything. We know facts.
We don't know. This generation especially.
We are 30 plus. We are talking for the 30 plus crowd.
Right, but
We know this
the
shit.
newer generation needs visual.
You think Gen Z was watching that movie and was like, damn, the symbolism. Oh my God. The deeper meaning. Or they just saw vampires fucking.
You know what? Stop. Before you spoil something.
I'm still. It sound like half of it came out. Wait, what?
I have not said everything and just know that there's some fucking and some cotton.
Okay. Well, good
That's
to know,
what. That's
'cause
my
I didn't know
takeaways from
nothing.
fucking and cotton. Fucking cotton.
I'm about to watch it. I'll be back.
Don't have to video check.
Do you watch sports? Are you into sports?
No, I haven't watched it in a long time. I haven't watched it since, if we're talking about basketball, Dwight was playing with the Magic.
So 2010, you were still in high school.
Time ago. Rashard Lewis, that was my team back in the day. Go Magic.
I thought you were still in high school.
That was it. After high school, I just worked. Last 12 years, it been call center.
Yeah.
Whew.
Shout out to call centers. I miss the call centers, man. Those call centers, man. Sears, Hart Hanks.
Hey, it was right there. Sears.
Sears was so lit.
That was my stuff.
Sears was so lit.
Right after high school, 20. Damn.
Them days, man. Them call center days was just like unmatched because everybody was fucking everybody. It was just mad sex everywhere.
High school all over again. You can do that? You're the manager? Like,
Fucking manager. I fuck the shit out of my manager.
crazy.
Good old times, man. And that little like 9 to 5 shit was lit because like y'all would always turn up. You meet somebody in training at some point. Y'all become close. Y'all fuck, y'all whatever, and then you go fuck somebody else. Now there's beef in the call center and shit. You have to fucking put customers on mute and shit.
Look over and after 5. Okay. Been there, done that.
Especially if you're in a manager position role. Oof.
Oh, that was dangerous. That looked dangerous.
Shout out to Sears, man. Rest in peace. They tore that whole building down. It's like a storage thing or something like that.
I wouldn't even know where it was.
It's
the frontage road.
yeah.
Down,
It's gone. Like they destroyed the whole building. It don't even exist anymore. It's like a storage / something else. It's something else. But the whole building was just demolished. Rest in peace to Sears. Them Sears Holden days was next fucking level. Like, that's All the sex that was happening in those call centers, man. Unmatched.
Hey, a few names popped up. Like that.
Same.
Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all.
I think we did a good job. I think we're 40 minutes in. I told you I told you you'd be all right for sure. Like, again, this podcast is not I wasn't gonna be like, Genesis, I need to know everything about your life. Like, we can just sit and talk.
I mean, we can next time. I think
It'll be a lot more comfortable next time for sure.
I'll be good.
I don't think I have anything else except for my Thunder and 7. I think that's really all I got. I think.
Okay, Thunder.
Did you say Thunders?
Thunder.
Oh, they said Thunders.
I did. I tried to say that. Don't rewind that. Thunders.
Shout out to my OKC Thunder.
Okay.
I still will say this: if we win the chip, I'm getting a tattoo.
So, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
I might be stuck a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
Westbrook? No.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook played for the Thunder. He last played in 2016 with us.
Oh, damn.
Kevin Durant also played with us
That
last
was 2
time.
years ago. I'm thinking he's still playing now.
He still plays. He's still in the NBA. He's just not on the Thunder.
Okay.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook. Plays for the Nuggets right now, who we beat on our way to winning this championship, hopefully. So, yeah, my Thunder and 7, man. I know people, again, kick my back in on YouTube and the internet. We're 2-2 right now. I said 4-0 sweep. Things don't always happen the way you want them to, you know?
4-2.
4-2 in the next week and a half. Again, I don't have anything else to talk about at the moment. I think you did great. We're gonna run this back again for sure. We just have a couple pictures to take. Was there anything else you wanted to plug, or is there anything else anyone you want to shout out? Anything like that?
Okay. Getting nervous again. No, but running back running the hills. So check me out on Sega Genesis, Facebook, all social medias, maybe BBW Seasons. And we're back in the gym. Like, let's go get active. Yeah.
All right. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 132. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you guys for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.